Hi, Coach. There are some question marks surrounding your defense for tomorrow's game against Serbia. Are Jan Vertongen and Amin Al-Dakil able to play, and will they play?
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon. I think you saw that Jan played for Anderlecht. So if he can play for Anderlecht, he can also play for us. Amin was out because he had, let's say, a contact during the training session, I think last Monday in Burnley, but everything is under control. As you saw, he trained, he increased the load of yesterday, so he should be ready also.
Was it ever under consideration to call up an extra defender, bring in somebody new, or convince Alderweireld or Axel Witsel to join this group because of the doubts surrounding a couple of your central defenders?
No, we have no doubts. We have no doubts. I think that, of course, if we go in detail and we know some information already since Friday, Saturday, then I had no doubts because we have many central defenders. We invited 5 central defenders. Now you saw that Jorne Spielers joined us. Because for us, and I think it's a clear sign, and you see it, that we always rely on our under 21. You know, we pick up a lot of young players. So with Jorne now we are even more younger than usual. We have Amin that is 19, and we had also the possibility to invite Connie de Winter, for example. So we trust in our youth, we trust in our talents, and if we need something else, we will take it.
Tomorrow's opponent has some more than decent attacking options with Mitrovic, with Vlahovic. It's also a possible adversary coming next summer in Germany. What do you really hope to learn from this friendly?
Yeah, it's true. Really good team. We analyzed the first 11, let's say, the guys that normally are used to play from the starting 11 out. And also let's say the second team, the B team, and there is not that they lose so much quality if they would change a lot. So it's true. It's a really good team, a good opponent. I think that they need just 1 point, if I'm right, on the weekend against Bulgaria. And I think they're gonna try hard also here, because I think it's a good match. And what we want to see, of course, it's independent of Serbia. We want to know something about our question marks, let's say question marks, players that can replace starting players also in some positions, but also for other players we will let play also players that can play on Sunday also. So I think it's a good mixture.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, 11 Sports, the man right next to him.
Hi, Coach. You already tried to change your system with 2 strikers. Is that something that we will be able to see for this break?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible because all the systems are really close to each other. If we play a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2, it just change if you are a 10 or 2 strikers. So it's very similar, and we can play more systems. I think we played also the 4-3-3. Yeah, we are able, I think, with our players to play many different systems.
We were just talking with Lois Openda. Where is he? What's his position in your mind? Because he has a lot of confidence in his club. He is scoring. So do you feel like you have to play with him with 2 strikers? Or could he maybe play alone? Where is he in your head?
In my head, he has a high priority. Very high priority. That's the reason why he is always here in our camps. I think he missed just 1 camp in June because we decided to let him play for the under 21 in the Euros. So it's a clear sign, because we call up normally just 20 players, and if he's inside, every player that is inside our squad should know and knows that we have a high value for him. We see him in a high value, and I think this is the most important thing. Yeah, he's in a really good shape. He was in a really good shape also in Lens. As we called him up the very first time, he was not in Leipzig, he was in Lens, but he had also a really good confidence. Romelu as well. I think he's also in a good shape. And we will see. I don't feel obliged never to let play one player because of the club. But of course, it helps. It helps if you have a flow in your club.
Thank you, coach.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Yeah, Emiliano.
Good morning. You said that the team can play in different tactical, but you never say with a back three. So, according to you, it's difficult with this player to play with a back three, or maybe it's possible with certain opponents.
It's absolute possible. Absolute possible. I think that in Sweden we changed to a back five, as they put inside. You remember probably the game in Sweden, as they tried to put inside Ibrahimovic, for example. We had the feeling that we had to change something, and we went back to a back five. So with I think it was Sebastian Bonau coming inside. Also in Austria, the second half we played with a back five. I didn't mention it before, but you are right. I forget to mention this system as well. So a back five is always an option, because it's easy tactically to defend more from behind forward. You see more with a back five, and with wing backs, of course, you are able to defend in a different way.
Thank you.
Thanks. Christophe.
Good afternoon, coach.
Hi.
Question first to be clear, the Jan Spillers, it's all just for the training today, or he could play tomorrow if you have injured players?
Yeah, he's squad tomorrow also.
So
We
it's
will take him.
First selection for the Red Devils.
Yes, Alexis Alemakers has some problems.
Yep.
Nothing big, so we will have him for sure up to, let's say, Thursday, Friday. But it would be a little bit too high risk to put him inside the squad. So that's why we decided to take Jorne.
Yeah. Just my question was, the second was about Salmakers. How do you see him, in which role? Because in Italy he play like left winger, not like a right back. So I don't know. How do you see him in the team?
Yeah, it's true. It's true, and I see him here not as a winger. I think as a winger, it's hard for everybody to compete with the wingers that we have, and he knows that for us, he's more the fullback, the backup for Timo Castagne, or the concurrence for Timo Castagne, let's say. But it's not easy, and you are right. Now he's with us. He has the chance. Unfortunately, now he has this small problem, but we will solve. So he will be available at least for Sunday, and then we will see. Knowing that he can play more positions, and this is a quality. Is a quality. Sometimes it's not easy, because if you can play a lot of positions, you don't have your main position. Let's say it's also difficult. But speaking about being flexible, having a good variation, it's not bad to have a guy like him that can play a right fullback, that can play an 8, that can play a winger, that just goalkeeper, I think he can't, but the rest he could.
Thanks. Fred Bleus.
Hello, coach. Amadou Onana was not in the training. Is it doubtful for tomorrow, or not at all?
Yeah, you saw that he played for Everton one halftime, so he could be ready to train, to play. But you know me also now a little bit, that we don't take any risks. You know, we have a responsibility in front of the players and in front of their clubs. And if there is a little bit of risk, even if it's a little bit, normally we don't take the risk. I'm not the kind of coach. I never was it in the club. And I think in this kind of situations, it's also a sign for the other guys that you can trust them. You know, you don't have to push a player if he's not training, or training just one session, let's say, and the rest is training a whole week, for example. So probably we will check tomorrow morning. Probably it's still better to keep going on like with Alexis. so that we have him at least for Sunday. Can be, we will see.
Thanks. Peter van der Bemt, Sportza, there.
Yes, here, coach.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is the most important of a friendly game in the build-up to a big tournament? Is it very important to have your basic squad more or less on the pitch, or is it more important or as important to try other things with players that do not normally get that much playing time? Because if too many of the players that are usually in the squad are not available, does a friendly game lose interest then?
It depends when is the friendly game, the timing. I think in March it's important to have the best players, the best possible players, the best possible starting 11 for the games, for the 2 games in March. Tomorrow, I think it will be a mixture, because now we have the possibilities to see some players that probably had not that much possibilities in the past, in the last weeks. And for me, it's important to see, how they can resist this kind of opponents also, because I know that we are young, but I think we have the quality and the mentality to do right. And also, of course, to play a good game. It's important to have a good feeling after this game, and if it's possible to win, because it's always about result also. For me, it's always a result. Doesn't matter if it's a friendly game or not. I think the approach should be to try to win.
Thank you. Niels?
Hi, Coach. You spoke about Serbia. You said there's no much difference between the A team and the B squad. They don't drop a lot of quality. How convinced are you that your B squad or your mix won't drop a lot of quality tomorrow?
Absolutely convinced. Absolutely convinced, because they are here now since several months. Even if then we have to say goodbye after the last game and see each other after 2-3 weeks. But I'm very confident. I like the atmosphere, I like the qualities of the players. We have young players that are making big steps in their clubs. And I'm really proud of it and looking forward. I'm a little bit nervous tomorrow, but I'm happy to see them. It's always good to see new faces, to see new performances that makes for us, that makes sense, and that brings us to the next level.
Thank you. Ludo van der Wallen, here in front.
Hello.
Hi.
We're playing Jan Vertongen tomorrow. Would that be a risk? Because his trainer said on Sunday that his other ankle has a problem also.
But he played for Anderlecht.
Yeah, but he said, okay, but his ankle, after the game, his other ankle is right, the right one.
Look, it's easy, because I always trust my doctors in this case. If there is really a little bit of risk, he will not play. He will not play, but it's always a good sign that he played already for Anderlecht. So I'm a little bit released. I'm a little bit more relaxed, and he felt well, and he feels well. He felt well during the game, and he feels well today. So I think he could play. He's for sure available. He's for sure in the squad, and if he will play, we will see.
Okay, thank you.
Bart Laga, Standaard.
Hi. We spoke with Luis Openda. For you, what is the biggest progression he made in his game between Lens and now with Leipzig?
The pressing. The way he's pressing is a high quality. Really, he's not just let's say following some opponents, but he's pressing with a high speed, with a really high intensity. And I think this is what probably he had not this lack probably in Lens, but it's probably a different style. In Leipzig, I saw that even if a lot of times we speak about Leipzig being a pressing team, they have a really low block in many games, a really low block even in the Bundesliga. And then the counterattacks are, of course, with speed players in the front line, let's say in this 4-2-2-2 system, is nice to see, and he's a big part of it.
Is there an attacker in Europe that is doing their job better than him at the moment, putting the pressure?
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm focusing on the Belgian players, and I don't know. I'm too far away now from from many games, other games that I'm not focused on.